What's up, guys? Welcome back to RedneckTunerTV. Today we're going to be installing HIDs in Biggy's WRX.
Stay tuned. So I got this HID conversion kit from Diode Dynamics, which is based out of St. Louis, Missouri. I got this kit online, and I should actually explain that this is going to be my low beam kit.
Yeah, and if you wanted to do a high beam kit, you probably had to have the same thing. I don't know if they do a high beam and low beam kit.
Yeah, they do multiple makes and models, so this isn't the only thing that they do.
How much did you spend on this kit?
I spent a little under $200, which to me is a great... Was that you?
Yeah, I think so. Hold on, text message.
It's over there,
That was you.
I don't have it. Turn that off.
No, leave it on.
That's vibrate now.
Get it?
I got it.
All right, so we're back. Sorry about that little phone interruption. We had a little phone going on back in the background. So we explained that we got a wiring harness with the little solenoid here, or relay, I guess it would be.
Solenoid?
Solenoid, relay, almost the same thing. Something electrical. And all this stuff that somehow gets put into the engine bay. So we're gonna have a lot of fun with this little black spider.
And to keep all those wires out of there, we got some cable ties here.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Yeah.
Actually, some normal size cable ties. He has these little micro, for computer wires and crap. They're tiny.
They still work sometimes.
Well, you gotta put 8 of them together to freaking wrap around this wire once.
Did
you shit?
Yeah, I shit.
Oh my God, is that bad? Jesus.
I couldn't help it, man.
We might have to start this video over. Holy God.
I got a hole saw here in case we need to cut some wires for
Don't sound too enthused.
I don't really like cutting holes. I got a 1-inch hole saw
for the grommets.
For these grommets on these lights, if we need them.
Yes. Also, we got some ballast. We got one ballast for each light bulb, which is obviously each side.
And instead of using the 3M mounting tape,
which would go on the back and go sticky on something, you got some screws.
I got some screws because they have holes.
And you know what you do with a hole? You screw it. So
I'm done. I'm done.
We're gonna go head out to the shop and get the bumper off. Alright, guys. So what we're gonna need to do first is to take off the air box and the battery.
And while Justin's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and start taking all these tabs off along the front and down the sides and then the bottom of the front for the bumper, to take the bumper right off. So we're just gonna go at it.
Let's get to it. Alright, guys, to install these new light bulbs here, you gotta undo this clip here. Oopsie, and also knock the camera over. Good idea, good. Okay, so this clip right here comes off. Okay, put that aside. Okay, then these light bulbs just twist out, just like so. I know it's a really bad viewing angle. I really can't get anything better, I don't think. That is as good as we're gonna get. Okay, so dispose of them or hold on to them, whatever you want to do with them. Probably put them in my Outback. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna take the new light bulb here, pull this cover off, let the foam fall out, and this right here, this foam little side here, that pulls right off there, just like so. And this slides right in there. One way or the other. There we go. And then you just do a little twist. There you go. It's installed.
Yeah, install all that.
Cool. And I believe Biggy's ready to pull the bumper?
Yep.
Cool. Bumper time. Alright, guys. So the air box is out. Battery's out. The new high beams are installed, which are just the Sylvania high beams, not part of the kit. We put the new HID bulbs in and the wires are just hanging there for right now. We pulled the bumper, and that's it so far. So next thing is
this wiring harness.
the wiring harness. Solenoid, or relay, whoopsie. Battery harness, let's get all these straight here. Grab that
It goes
one.
to you.
Where's that ground wire at?
This is the long one. It goes to
What a
me.
mess. There we go. So that comes up through here. Good, so these go to the battery over here. Okay, so this goes to the driver's side headlight. This goes to the battery. That over there goes to the passenger side headlight. Okay, so we gotta figure out where to mount this guy at, the relay.
So we got the relay right here in Justin's hand, and he's gonna feed it down past this headlight. And we'll undo that bolt right there and put it right there. Might have to open up that hole just a tad bit so it can fit on there, but I think that'll be a nice place for it, and it'll be right out of the way.
Now, if you guys watch Blake's Garage, check out his channel if you don't know who he is. He's a pretty cool cat. This is actually what he did, and we're kind of copying him in this direction because we can't find any better place to put this.
I mean, if you put it up here somewhere, you could put it somewhere, but there's so much stuff.
Yeah, put it down there out of the way. It's clean. You don't have to worry about it when you do anything else. And you know, you can get to it if you need to get to it, but also it's out of the way and it makes your engine bay look really clean.
Yeah, and then you got plenty of room for, these are plenty long enough to run up to the battery.
Yeah.
And then these signal wires you can tuck and hide down behind the light.
Hey guys, so this bolt right here, right above whatever the heck this thing is, that's a 10 millimeter. So we're gonna go ahead and take that out. See if it fits through this hole here. And it does. So that'll work. And it's plenty long enough to go through both of these. Cool. Thank you, Blake's Garage, for the great idea.
This is the factory wire that goes to the light bulb, and that is what's in it currently. I just pulled that right out from underneath here. There's a hole. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it or not.
Maybe. I don't know. So, so we're gonna might be able to use that hole. If we can't use that hole,
We're gonna have to open it up using that 1-inch hole saw.
okay, so we're not drilling into the dust cover.
Hopefully not.
All right, guys, so this is what we're doing. This is the signal wire right here, and this needs to get plugged back into the old wire that plugged into the old headlight, which is this guy here. But when we plugged it together, okay, this is really hard to do with one hand. When we plugged it together, the black wire was connecting to the red wire. Whoopsie, red wire, and the vice versa. You can see that they're crossing. The wires up here are opposite the wires down here. So what we're doing is actually really simple to do. I'll show you here. Let me get this undone here. So what we did is we took a little screwdriver and pushed down on them pins there. If you guys can see that. You push down on the pins this way, going in, and that allowed us to pop these right out, just like so. And then all we're going to do is we're going to flip this over and put them back in. Just like that. But when you put these pins back in there, the pins can be oriented differently. So just make sure they're vertical, just like so, not sideways according to the pin. Can you come over and hold this camera real quick?
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm trying to say here is that they want to be perpendicular with this. They want to be like that. They don't want to be sideways in there, or else if you look at this adapter here, which would plug in like that, we would need these to go straight in, not sideways. So they need to go straight up and down. You'll figure it out. Once you do it, you'll figure it out. But that's what we're going to be doing, and that we think it's going to work. One more thing that we got to do is this little nub here, that this little release thing clips onto, this nub here is way too thick this way. So I think what we're going to do is we might grab one of the files out of Biggy's room, or Biggy's shop there, and just file down the edges just a touch, so that when we put it together,
it gets a nice click.
Yeah, we'll get a nice click. But right now it's not. It's just lifting it up, and it's just too wide. So we're gonna trim that down. We'll show you guys what that looks like later.
So I had to drill these holes out just, I think 2 sizes is what it was. Yeah. Just so our screws that I bought can actually fit into the damn ballast. Perfect. Cool. So I gotta do that to the other one. Then we'll be ready to mount these ballasts. Justin and I fit our rubber grommets into the light housing, and then we'll plug everything back in and put the battery on and see if they work.
Cool.
We gotta hook up some grounds and some other wires, but
it's a good blowing technique.
Back out to the shop. Okay, so here are our wires coming down from inside the light housing here. That's connected to our bulb. And then if you guys can see, there's 3 holes, 1, 2, 3. And that is where I'm going to attach my ballast. So I'm gonna put this hole and this hole up there and screw it in, hopefully.
All right, guys, so here's the test. I'm gonna see if they turn on. Got the battery back in. All right, Biggs. Yep, both on.
We're both on?
Yeah. Oh.
Sweet.
So we're gonna pull the battery back out. We're gonna tidy everything up. Make sure the grommets are seated fully as best as we can get them in the bottom of the headlight housing. And then we're gonna redo this connector down there. We're gonna tidy everything up, like we said. We're gonna do a little better job here, obviously. Maybe try and run them this way up and around so they can come right there. Yeah, so the relay's mounted, the lights are in, the ballasts are mounted. Almost all the wiring is done. We're having a problem with the grommets going in the bottom of the headlight housing there. It's almost like they sent us one size too small and it like barely fits in the hole. Like it doesn't create that good of a seal. So we're gonna run with it right now, but maybe later down the road we might have to go over and fix it. Yeah, because if those grommets aren't seated right and you start getting a little bit of moisture in there, it's gonna start blowing bulbs out, and I'm not really happy about that. But for right now, it's kind of what we have, and kind of gotta run with it. So. Yeah, and we were gonna use the old grommets from the other plug went up through there and plugged into the old headlights. We were gonna use those grommets off that, just cut the wires, then put them back together. Well, slip off the grommet, then put the wires back together. But I think we want to kind of keep this. I think what Biggy wants to do is if this ever goes bad, he wants to be able to revert back to, or if he sells it, he wants to be able to revert back to the old headlights so that he's not doing any damage to his car. He's keeping the originality there. So we're not modifying it too much and not being able to go backwards if we need to.
Yeah.
So pull the battery, tighten the wires, and put everything back in.
Put the bumper back on.
And halfway there.
Yeah.
Cool. And go click. Time to go click. Yeah!
You were way too happy about that.
Dude, I worked hard on it, okay?
Good job.
Alright guys, so this is our final product. I know it's really hard to see and it looks like really hacked up, but it actually works. I just filed this little nub down right there. And I got it to where I filed it a little bit, tried it, filed it a little more, and I finally got it to click, and it sits in there good. It doesn't pull out at all. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to match the wires up properly, red to red, black to black. Put the pins back in there, make sure they're sealed, and then plug it in, and that should be done. That connection should be done and out of the way. So that means that we are good to move forward on reinstalling the bumper.
And that's the last thing. I'm excited.
Cool.
That was a solid high five.
It was so solid, and now I'm solid.
That was weird.
But it made sense, didn't it?
A little bit, I guess.
Alright guys, so next thing we are going to do, we're going to go outside and we're going to test them. I think they should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go. Alright guys, so I know it's really kind of hard to see from a camera point of view, but these lights are a lot brighter. They give a lot more visibility wide and farther. Granted, I mean, we're a little facing downhill, but not too much. But I mean, you can still see a lot farther ahead. We're going to go road test them here shortly. But I think this is a really good update. I'm looking at them now. Actually, I'll bring you guys over here. You can look at them. They're a lot brighter. Yeah, I know light is not really good on cameras, but I'd say they're probably at least 3 times as bright. All right, guys. So that wraps up today's video on the HID install. We think it was a success. What do you think of it?
I think the lights themselves are a lot brighter than the regular lights, I mean, obviously, but we ran into a few little hiccups here and there, and I mean, overall it went pretty well. It went longer. It took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but I'm still happy.
Worth it.
Yeah, worth it.
Yeah, so we're freezing our asses off here. We got one kerosene heater and it's barely doing its job.
And it's like 20 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's really cold. So we busted ass today to get this done. We hope you guys liked the video. If you see any improvements we can make, please leave a comment. You guys have been really great to us, the whole 19 of you. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, leave a comment.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, and Facebook, RedneckTunerTV. You'll find us there. All of our social media links are down below in the bio.
Yep.
So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next weekend. All right, guys. So I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but we got new shirts. They say RedneckTunerTV on the back of them and RNTT on the front of them. If you guys want anything like this, please let us know. We're not trying to make any money on them, but they are 25 bucks a piece. That's what they cost us, and that's what we'll charge you guys. So if you guys want some of these, please let us know, either in the comments or email us, Facebook, Instagram, just anything. Just let us know, get a hold of us, and we'll try to get some out to you. They take 3 to 4 weeks to get them shipped to us, and then, or I can just enter them to your address and you'll get them there. Either way, we'll figure something out. Please let us know. We're just trying to get our name out there. Thanks, guys.